Hey guys, Fox here. I know it's been quite a while since I've been making much videos. I think I did my keepsake ornament video, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe a month. But it's been a while. One thing I haven't done is any pickup videos or any other videos worth of, some substance, talking about some top 10s or anything like that. But I'm hoping to return to that soon. I've been making some career changes in my life, finishing up my military career and moving off to the civilian sector. So that takes quite a bit of time, and I'm doing a lot of training as I've gotten a new job. So things have been quite busy. I haven't even had the time to play very many Halloween games at all this year. So that time has gone and passed. So it's time to move on. I should be hopefully getting back to some good gaming time. I've been playing one game for quite a while recently, but I'll show you what that is and what I hope to move on to right after that, including a couple other things. But anyways, enough about me and my life. Let's go ahead and move on to the GOTS that I got for the last probably damn near 2 months. A good amount of stuff here, but not too much. But first off, I was able to find one of the Bloodborne Hunter figures from these little mini figure line that Sony's been making. I forgot what they were called. Let's see if I see it somewhere on here. Oh yeah, there it is. Totaku, I guess Think Geek is one who's producing these with Sony. But anyways, this is one I really wanted because I love Bloodborne. One of my favorite PS4 games. I would love to have a big statue of the hunter, but those things cost way too much money, upwards towards past $300. It's a little too much for a figure for me. I usually draw the line around the 100 to 150 if I get one of those nice figurines, or statues rather. But this one looks real nice. It'll look nice on the desk, so happy to have this. Hopefully I'll pop it open sometime soon, maybe after the video. Let's look at some of the older retro stuff that I picked up. This is a copy. I figured I already have a copy of this, so this is just a second copy of Pixel Junk Monsters Deluxe. I wanted to make sure I had a copy of this because I also on limited run ordered Pixel Junk Monsters 2. So I wanted to make sure I had the first copy so I can play through it again, but apparently I already did, so this will go into my extras pile. Another game on the PSP is Lumens 2, or Lumines, however you want to pronounce it. I have the first one, played a lot of it. It's a fun game, but I kind of get bored of it after a while, but I figured I'd grab this one at a cheap price and give it a good whirl, play through this one a little bit, especially when I finally decide to charge up the PSP and play through a few of these games. I might as well play through a couple of them. Complete in the box for the Game Boy, I have Spy vs. Spy, the little Nemco game. Haven't gotten to play it yet, but you know me, whenever I see a complete in box Game Boy game, I try to pick it up as long as it's not overpriced. But I thought the box is pretty unique, just being pink here. But happy to add that to the collection. Another complete box game on the NES is a game that one of my first Nintendo games that I got as a young boy. I think I might have been in 5th grade. It's WrestleMania on the NES with the big old Hulkster right there on the cover. My dad and I used to watch WWF all the time, so my mom got this game for both me and my dad, and we used to play it a lot. It's not a great game, it's not a terrible game either, but you got a whole whopping 5 guys to choose from. 6 because it doesn't have Hogan on here, but you got to play as these WWF superstars: Randy Macho Man Savage, Andre the Giant, the Honky Tonk Man, Ted $1 Million Man DiBiase, and Bam Bam Bigelow. What's funny is I think all these guys are dead. I could be wrong. I know Macho Man, Andre the Giant, and Bam Bam are all gone. But this is cool. This is more for a nostalgia thing, something to remind me of a game that I used to play with my dad when I was a kid. Another complete box NES game that I got. The box is not in very good condition, but this is a game I played a lot when I was a kid and had a lot of fun with, and that's Jaws. I know it's got the LJN label on it, but it was a fun game. I thought it was a pretty decent game. You could beat it really fast, or you can just have fun gathering up points. I like the different areas where you sell by ship. You would hit a shark, and you would either, fight the sharks, kill the fish, collect shells, all that stuff. It was like a point grab game, but it was a lot of fun. So happy to put that in the collection. Now on for the modern stuff. Quite a few things here, but should be fun. First up, sadly is still in the shrink wrap. I think most of this shit is Dead Cells. I do very much plan on playing this year. I've heard nothing but praise for this, and very excited to play it. I believe it's a Metroidvania style game, but people are claiming it to be better than Symphony of the Night, so I'll try not to hold on to that large hype because I don't want to be disappointed, but I like the art style. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Next, I picked up a physical copy of Xenoblade 2 Torna, the Golden Country. You all know me, I loved Xenoblade 2, so excited to play this. I heard this just only made the mechanics that much better than the original game, so it's a fun separate game that you can actually play. So very excited to put this on there. I probably don't even need to put the cartridge in there because I own Xenoblade digitally and I have the season pass thing, so I just need to download it. But yeah, wanted the physical copy to adorn the shelf because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is probably my favorite Switch game. Another game for the Switch that I ordered from Limited Run because I thought this game looked like a lot of fun and to play with the buddies is Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition. Looks like a good, fun, side-scrolling kind of shooter, very kind of Gunstar Hero-y like, but you can play up to 4 players. So, Limited Run has changed the way they've done things over the past. So they open up to pre-orders for, I think, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then they close it. So you have plenty of time to grab a title from them. You don't have to worry about it selling out in a matter of a couple minutes anymore. Although some things they do limit to, 3,000 copies, but you can always be sure that you will get a copy of a game. So it's usually the collector's editions, but really don't have the space for mini collector's editions anymore, so I got to be very picky choosy on that kind of stuff. So I thought this would be a fun one, and it was a cheaper title. I think it was only 24 bucks. Unlimited Run always gives you these little collector's cards with each game you buy, numbered and stuff like that. So it's fun. Got a copy of Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. I was on the fence about getting this because I hear that sometimes the controls might be a little wonky compared to the GameCube version. But one thing that I did like about it, that I don't think it shows on here, but the bottom screen has a map. And I thought that was awesome. I had every intention to play this during the Halloween season, but never got around to it. It may have to wait till next year, or maybe I'll get the hankering to play it sooner than that. We'll see. And a bunch of PS4 titles. I think I found this at a Target clearance rack for like, I don't know, $5-6 bucks. So I went ahead and picked it up, and it's Dead Rising 4, Frank's Big Package. It's Dead Rising, so zombie killing, crafting weapons. It looks like it's got some fun Capcom stuff in here, including being Mega Man there. So I don't know, it might be fun. There's a candy cane there, so maybe this takes place during the holiday season, so maybe this is a good game to play soon. I don't know. A game that I've been putting a ton of time into and hopefully be finishing very soon, working on the platinum for it, is Dragon Quest XI. Echoes of an Elusive Age. Always love these subtitles to these Dragon Quest games. I got the reverse artwork on this one here because I like the original hand-drawn Akira Toriyama art here, and I'm really enjoying this game. It's lighthearted. It's very old school JRPG. Reminds me of the JRPGs of the 90s, except a lot more beautiful. The music sounds beautiful, but it could use more tracks. There's a lot of recycled tracks that you have to listen to quite often. But very enjoyable game. It is kind of a lengthy game. I think you could beat the story in probably about 70 hours, maybe a little less, 60 to 70. But if you want to do all the stuff in it, I think this is going to lean more towards 90 or 100. But I like getting my money's worth out of a game, so I'm really enjoying it, and it's beautiful. So yeah. Now, a game that I'm playing with my buddies. We are always playing one co-op game. We finished Dark Souls Remastered recently, so we moved on to our next title that we all play together, and that's Divinity Original Sin 2, the Definitive Edition. One thing I have to say about this game is that it has a steep learning curve. Took us a while to figure out what's going on or how to build our characters, navigating menus, see how different mechanics work. Be careful who you talk to in the game. We've made quite a few mistakes and had to reload because we talked to the wrong person or pissed somebody off, and then we got in a huge fight. So it's got a learning curve, but we really like it, especially the battle system. So it's 4-player co-op, and the fun thing is, of course, you build your character, whatever race you want to be, however you want to build them, stat-wise, all the attributes, skills, all that stuff, equipment. But in battle, it's turn-based. It's really fun. So you got an AP system, so for however far you travel, using certain attacks, uses certain amounts of AP. You can also save AP, or you can gather more AP, stuff like that. But it's really fun. I love the battle system. We're all liking it a lot. Hoping we'll probably have another game night here soon to where we'll get through it. Usually, this game I see us taking probably a good year to finish, because getting our time all together, 4 of us, we're lucky we'll get maybe 4 hours a week to play this. That's split between 2 nights. So Divinity 2. So nice gift from my wife. She surprised me with this because I was going to wait on it because I knew I had a bunch of games to play, but she went ahead and picked this up for me, and that's Red Dead 2. Looking forward to putting this one in. I've seen all the commercials, seeing how beautiful this game looks, and I got the PS4 Pro, so I hope it'll look even better. I hear this game looks phenomenal on the Xbox One X if you got one of those, but I got the next best thing in the PS4 Pro, so I'm sure this is going to be like playing through a movie. It's going to be fantastic, gorgeous. The only thing I'm dreading is that there's a lot of horses in the game that you have to ride. I hate fucking riding horses in video games. I hate it. So I'm gonna have to get used to it, because I'm sure this is more than worth it dealing with fucking horse controls. So Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm hoping to start this month. Final game I have here is another game I got from Limited Run. A game that I've been wanting to play, but you know me, I like to hopefully get a physical copy of these games, and Limited Run's been knocking it out of the park by taking all these digital games and giving us physical copies. And I love me some RPGs, so I went ahead and got Cosmic Star Heroine. I've heard pretty decent things about this game. It looks fun. I like the artwork. I like the sci-fi vibe to it. Graphics look pretty killer. Very maybe Super Nintendo, PS1 era-esque. I don't know a terrible lot about the game. I just know it is a RPG. And I love me that stuff. This is quite hefty, so I think there's a pretty thick manual in here, so that's going to be pretty awesome. And here's the little collector card that came with this one. Not a great one, to be honest. But whatever. So there you have it, guys. Some game gots for the last probably 2 months. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.